Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for attending our event today. We've got exciting information that we're going to be going through here, tools as it relates to index crediting and different outcomes on index products, short term and alike. Before we get into that, I am going to share a little bit about IAMS for those on the audience here that may be just joining us for the first time or introduced to IAMS, and then also some updates for those who have been with IAMS for some time as far as your marketing dollars account and the trip. Appreciate both groups attending. Thank you for that. So my name is Justin Ford. You may have met me on the life insurance team and long-term care here at IAMS. I now work, my original concept was with annuities. So I'm on the annuity team as an annuity sales director here at IAMS, and I also work in our long-term care, running our long-term care and hybrid asset-based care products, and partner here with today in American General. So thank you and welcome aboard. Without further ado here, we're going to move forward, if this will allow me to, in the presentation. So for those of us that are joining us new, we're going to talk about, and those who are existing with us, we're going to go through how to get more money back in your pocket. So if you are new and joining IAMS, we have a new producer builders program. And what essentially that program does is for your first 180 days of being licensed with IAMS, you have a incentive program on top of your commissions that you're receiving from the carriers. So the way this works, on the board here on the screen are annuity level production. So you write $100,000 in annuity premium, or $250,000 all the way up to $1 million during your first 180 days with us, and each one of those is going to relate back to a cash item or a marketing item to you. So at $100,000 for a $100,000 annuity, you have the option or the choice between an iPad, $750 in cash sent to you via check from IAMS, a pre-formatted email campaign, marketing analysis, and corporate identity package from IAMS, or a 1,500-piece postcard mailing of your choice. All the way through the $1 million level here, you can see we get into dinner workshops covering those events, creating customized videos, preset annuity appointments, etc. When it comes to your life insurance target premium and single premium life business, those two count. Target premium is 1/10. So $10,000 in target premium would be the equivalent of $100,000 in annuities. So let us know if you do have questions or you're interested in this program. Talk to your primary contact here at IAMS, or let me know. We'll get you these numbers out as part of the email we're going to send out after this event if you do have any questions, and we can go from there. In addition, you may have joined us if you are new with us or existing. You probably either referred somebody to IAMS, appreciate that very much, or you were a referee, and we have a referred producer program. And I know many times we bring up anytime we're going to compensate someone, they would prefer not to receive cash, and they're referring the individual because they know how hard we work and how well we've done for their practice, just like when you get a referral. But we do want to pay you, and we're going to. So you have to take the cash. If you do refer somebody to us, the way we do this is we're going to give you a $50 one-time cash bonus when we set up that agent in our system. So my team is going to license the individual, walk them through that process, get them all set up, and do an onboarding call with them. And then you're going to get a $50 one-time payout. As they begin to write their business between the time they start until the time that they're no longer writing with IAMS, you're going to have an opportunity to receive thousands, because we're going to pay you out of our pocket, not theirs or yours or the insurance company. We're going to pay you some basis points on their production. So you can see here on the screen, it equates to 20 basis points of annuity, or 0.20% of an indexed annuity business, 0.10 of MIGA, or multi-year guaranteed fixed. Single premium life, we've got a breakdown, as well as target. So you're going to receive that for the life of their production without affecting their pocket at all. As a matter of fact, they'll have access to the same producer bonus program, et cetera, that you do, and this comes as a thank you to you. Ongoing, for those of us that are with IAMS, we're past our 180 days. Maybe we've referred somebody or a couple people. We appreciate you very much too, and as you write your cases outside of that 180-day window, we're going to pay you $100 in a marketing reimbursement, what we call a marketing reimbursement account that goes into an account that we keep track of here at IAMS. And if every 100,000 in annuity premium or 10,000 or 200,000, 100,000 in annuity premium will get you $100 into this account. 100,000 of single premium life gets $200 credited to the account, and for every 10,000 in target life premium, it's $200. So the account continues to build throughout the year, and we can use that to reimburse you for expenses in your practice, to include marketing all the way through other important business expenses. Bottom line is we appreciate the production and want to pay you. This is on top of your commission with IAMS, and on top of any support from our marketing team, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Speaking of support, one of the reasons I was drawn to IAMS in working in this business for 23 years, I've been through a lot of IMOs, and I've always appreciated the strong service level working with IAMS. Now that I'm part of IAMS, I can see why. We have a great service team. I can't speak highly enough of them. Everything from getting your applications in, from submission to commission, following up on commission and payouts, life insurance and annuity quotes. This goes to my team and design team here. Your sales director has a resource where we run life insurance and annuity quotes for you, do case design, answer questions as it relates to anything you're working on. We have an advanced markets team here on deck where I have access to, and so do you, for an estate planning attorney and CPA if we have advanced questions that we may need to ask during a design, all the way through income analysis, et cetera. All those are available to you. Paperless contracting that you may be aware of if you've licensed with us recently. Consultative sales. We'd like to have a consultation with you about your practice, and that is part of the support that we offer, so that we can then put together a detailed marketing plan to assist you and fill in any gaps that you feel you have and help you out as much as we can. When you do submit an application, we are partnered with Firelight for the majority of our annuity new business e-applications, electronic applications. We like these, all of us do, because it's application gets you paid faster. We get paid after you, so we get paid faster, which is great, but less not in good order applications, less going through and I don't think anybody would disagree that annuity applications alone, and life is the same, they're continuing to get larger and larger. I think the last one I printed out was 67 pages. Save your toner. If you haven't joined to sign up for Firelight, request that today by going to our website and sign up. Business can get issued. We've had cases issue as quick as 24 hours if it was a cash case, and pay out to you directly. Ongoing companies, majority of the companies are already on the platform unless they already have their own, like some of the carriers do. And of course, we're going to be talking about American General today and their products with our featured speaker, and they are, of course, on Firelight. And in addition to that, with life insurance applications, we use IGO, which is available on our website as well. So you can submit and quote term insurance and guaranteed UL right from our website. You can submit index universal life applications right through through IGO as well. It's all accessible on our website. And if you would have any questions on that or would like to do an orientation on the website, let us know. Let your primary contact know, or give me a ring. I can help you out and get you logged in. So we do go from there. Creative marketing solutions. We have an in-house advertising team here at IAMS, which when I started in the industry, in the FMO world, that wasn't a thing. Now we hear a lot of people talk about it. What makes us a little unique, or very unique in my opinion, is the marketing team we have is not outsourced. These are individuals that we have on our payroll, pay their benefits, pay their resources, train them. And the reason we do that is they'll focus, that way they focus strictly on our business, financial services, rather than a independent advertising agency or a consultant or a third party that may have the expertise in multiple different markets, everything from the local furniture store all the way through financial services. Our group is specifically keyed into what you sell through us, so that keeps them sharp. And then on top of it, any of the material that they design for you, whether that be a logo, any advertising campaign, which we do a collaboration and they put together this information for you, anything on the internet, social media, that's your material. With the local advertising team, many of you may have discovered, And I've seen it either way. Yeah, a lot of those advertising firms, you'll pay them, and then the material is actually not yours. It's not proprietary to you. They have the ability to rechange the names essentially and provide that to other producers. So a lot of times we end up helping them develop a great program at a PR or advertising agency locally. Not always, but maybe we help them prepare and understand our industry more than we realize. And new agent comes in town, they can take that material because you don't have ownership rights. We do not do that. Anything that you do through us is your property, and we just want to benefit from the sales that come from it. As a matter of fact, it's not a profit center for us, but they can do everything from social media all the way through search engine optimization, geofencing in local areas to help hone in on advertising and banner advertising on specific events, layoffs, etc., all the way through your simplest business card or logo. So if you have any questions about that, or you would like to have a marketing analysis done on your practice, we'd definitely love to speak with you. Let your primary contact here at IAMS know, and we can see how we can help you further as we go from now to the end of the year. On our website, we have a recruiting site out there many of you may have seen. This is our agent website, our agent portal. And the intent here is there are resources and tools on the website that I'm still learning about after 3 years of digging through it. And I get a lot of questions throughout. There's so much on the website that can be beneficial. I'd highly recommend taking a look on YouTube. There's a webinar that Beth Rickliffs did on our life insurance team where she actually went through and highlighted all the items on our website. But give us a call if you have questions. Great sales tools, 24 hours a day. You can pull forms, both service forms, applications on the weekend. So if you can't get us via phone, anything is accessible on our website to include applications, illustrations. Particularly, there is a sales tool section that we have. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do so. There's a section under sales tools that allows you to essentially have a Google for financial services. So earlier I had a buy-sell agreement case or question about a buy-sell agreement, and we wanted to provide information to the clients that was not carrier or company related. So simply went to the website with the agent, typed in buy-sell agreements, and we received compliant, up-to-date information, one of which was a detailed brochure for a client going through what is a buy-sell agreement, what do you need to consider, what are the different ways to evaluate your business. And we were able to quickly upload his logo to that and customize it for him and his practice. And that's just one of the tools. There's thousands of items out there. Calculators, RMD calculators, 72T calculators. Definitely take a look at that on our website. Let me know if you have any questions. For those of us in the room that are either considering getting your 65 or are currently have your registered investment advisor or an investment advisory representative, we do have a corporate RIA, IAMS Wealth Management, low costs at the IRA. Here we have an option. Obviously, we work friendly with annuities and fixed business, but those of you that are out there considering opening your window, taking your exam, we'll definitely are amicable towards helping you. Everything from getting the correct learning material or recommendations on what type of program, Kaplan or what have you, opening your U10 window and onboarding you here to the wealth management side of the business. So again, if we're looking at increasing our revenue, having a bigger bite at the client relationship, retaining your clients, just the ease of doing business, being able to take an account with the push of a button, transfer that money into an annuity and then be able to truly see the client's complete portfolio so that you know exactly what each piece is doing and you're getting paid on all of it, could be a reason you'd want to do this. Let us know if you have any questions. Definitely get you a consult with Duncan and our wealth management team, and we can help today. In addition to that, if you are working on any big accounts, we do have an option here where a lot of times we don't want to get our license. Maybe you don't want to do the 65, but you have a larger client account in which they're working, say, with another brokerage firm that you would not like to be in their back pocket. So if that brokerage firm's working with them, the client loves you, you maintain the relationship, you just don't have the license, reach out to us. We have an option here. IAMS Wealth Management can partner with you. Zach Rieg and our team here can partner with you, even without getting the license. He would be the sales individual that would work with you and the client to bring those assets over to IAMS Wealth Management. You allocate whatever you do working with Zach, move that money into an annuity if that's an appropriate part, and the rest of it would be under management. Though you would not get paid for it if you didn't have the license, you now don't have a competitor in the door on the other side of the business when it comes to that brokerage firm trying to move more of the money away from you. So, and then of course, if you got licensed later, you pick back up on that account. But if you have any questions on that or are working with anybody that would be of interest, let us know. We have brought back our annuity life training academies, 2-day producer events. I say brought them back from the pandemic days. We've got our second one of the year coming up here on June 7th, 8th, and 9th. If you haven't put your name in the hat there to apply for that event, we're going to be doing this in partnership with SILAC and American Life. We go through everything from sales ideas and strategies with 4 top producers we work with here, all the way through industry's best income riders, wealth transfer tools, a really deep dive into marketing programs as well as advanced sales concepts. So make sure that you get registered on our website for that. And our company trip, speaking of trips and registration, we're in the middle of our qualification period for this. This is our annual producer incentive trip. We're going to be heading out to the Seaside Sanctuary for this event here, and that's coming up within this year here. And we do an 18-month qualification period. Rather than 12 months, you've got 18 months to qualify. That period started July 1st of 2022, and it's going to be going through the end of this year, 2023. And essentially, 4 million in annuity production or points, 4.5 million in points, as you can see here, get you in the mix. That also includes a mixture of life as well, or single premium life if you're doing that. If you have a question about where you rank in the trip, or if you'd like to start tracking towards the trip, let us know. Talk to your primary contact today, and we can get you either. That being said, I'm going to, without further ado, I'm going to bring on our primary speaker here today. Terike is with American General, and she's going to be covering some really exciting tools that caught my interest the other day. I hope you like them as well, and also a way that we can get our hands on these. Terike, can you hear me okay?
I can, thank you.
You are most welcome. I'm going to switch this over to you, and if technology's on my side here, there we go. I can see your screen, so I'll let you take over, and when you're done, I've got some questions, a polling question or two. We won't have the ability to ask the general audience for questions, but keep your questions for when we reach back to you and you answer the survey questions, and my team will be reaching out to you, so we'll be able to answer those questions, or Terike. So there we go. Thank you for your time, Terike.
Thank you for having me, Justin. Appreciate being here. As he mentioned, again, my name is Terike Novak. As you could see here, the spine print here on the screen in front of you on the PowerPoint slide says annuities are issued by American General Life Insurance Company, but we are now known as Corebridge Financial. In September of last year, we became an IPO. And we are, even though our name has changed, we separated from the AIG Property and Casualty Company. We are, and our life and retirement is now all under Corebridge. We are one of still the largest providers of retirement solutions and insurance products in the United States. Although our name has changed, our focus remains the same. We are passionate about giving people the power to help reach their financial goals. And we partner with financial professionals like you all to make it possible for people to take action in their financial lives. And we're big, we're strong, and we're safe. 345 billion assets under management. Strong, as of mid last year, we were number 2 in total annuity sales across all divisions, banks, wirehouses, independent agents like yourselves, among all products, and number 3 in total index annuity sales, total index annuity sales among all divisions and all index products. So, and then we're safe. We're big, we're strong, and we're safe. An A+ rating with IAMS and Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. So with that being said, I wanted to share with you the valuable resources that we have to help you secure clients' income and accumulation plans for retirement. And hopefully some of these resources will be mutually beneficial for helping your business grow, as well as also taking a closer look at the products that Corebridge offers. Before we get into those valuable resources, I want to share, just kind of encapsulate what are our biggest retirement challenges today. And many of you already know this, but the three biggest challenges is: number one, rising inflation; number two, market downturns. We know on average the market has a twist and turn, a big twist and turn every 3.7 years. And so volatility happens though every day. And then number three is living longer. Longer clients live, the more income they'll most likely need, the more savings they'll need as well. So how can we help generate more principal protection and safety, as well as more income? Well, let's talk a little bit about how we can do that. Introducing the Power Series Fixed Income Alternative Toolkit. This is going to be a library of sales ideas and sales tools and ideas that can help you grow your business by positioning indexed annuities as a new as a asset class for a diversified portfolio. And the way to locate our fixed index annuities toolkit is you go into our master annuity playbook, the aig.com/annuity playbook. And in there you will see a plethora under programs and resources, and you can expand your business with the fixed index annuity toolkit. We've got everything from Alliance Bernstein white paper, how fixed index annuities have an opportunity to beat out bond performance. We have client white paper on a powerful strategy to help solve the fixed income quandary, educate clients on the risk of bonds and why index annuities may be a great alternative. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail about the Power Series range of outcomes calculator that Justin referred to, as well as our fixed income allocation concept, and much more out there. With that being said, let me share with you first how to find that website. Right now you should see my web browser. Again, type in www.aig.com/annuity playbook, and then you're into the main page, and then you want to click on programs and resources. Under programs and resources, you're going to see our range of outcomes calculator. Let's go into that first, and talk a little bit and then demonstrate it for you. As many of you know, the challenge is today, a lot of folks are looking at fixed annuities, and the fixed annuities offering, anywhere from 4 to 5% rates for a 5-year commitment. The challenge is that there is no upside, and we know that once that period ends, there's reinvestment risk, there's interest rate risk, because the rates ended and we don't know what rates will be in 4 or 5 years from now. What's nice to show and see the difference of the opportunity to show them what an index annuity can offer. So how do you do that? Well, you can run an illustration, but we created this range of outcomes calculator. It was designed to provide you as financial professionals the insight on how an index annuity may fit in an asset allocation portfolio. And it calculates the hypothetical range of interest outcomes an index annuity may generate over the different time periods and market environments. There's three ways. There's also a second way that you can tap into finding the range of outcomes calculator. You can go directly online, powerseriescalc.com, powerseriescalc.com. And it has, once you go in there, it has three inputs: contract term, number of historical returns of the S&P, and cap rate and it would be based on the S&P 500 index without dividends. So let's go into that and run through a quick sample of it. So once again, I go into my range of outcomes calculator here, or I type in powerseriescalc.com. And initially, since I've already registered to it, it opens up to it directly. But it's going to request that you register to it first. So a simple login, such as your email, user ID, and a simple password would get you into this calculator. But the way to use it, again, there's three data inputs. First is the index annuity contract term. You can choose a 5-year contract, a 7-year, or a 10-year contract. So let's just start out with a 5-year contract, and then we choose the data from the S&P 500 historical return over anywhere from 15 to 40 years. Let's keep it at 30, and let's take a look at what our current Power 5 Protector Fixed Index Annuity is offering. Is right now it's offering a 10% cap. So what you'll see here is it loaded in 1,304 contracts. One contract per week over the last 30 years. Based upon the S&P 500 history. And it shows us here 6.65. 6.65 is the average rate of return over a 5-year period. The best would be 10%, the worst 2.13, the median 6.63. 77% of the time we're going to have a positive return, and 70% of the time the index returns reach the cap. Now tell me today, who of you are getting a 5-year index, a 5-year fixed annuity for 6.65 rate? We're not, right? We're not finding that out there. But this is the opportunity just alone with the S&P 500. If we were to allocate among the index crediting strategies, the Merrill Lynch, the PIMCO, AQR strategies within the Power 5 Protector, we'd get a possibly even greater returns on average over the last 30 years. But let's take a look and see what other, in comparison, the 10-year Power Select Builder 10-year, and keep it, so the 10-year contract, 30 years, and let's put in an 11% S&P cap. There we go. Now it generated 1,043 contracts, and the average there is 6.91. 6.91 over that 10-year period. Let's take a look at a real illustration, shall we, and see what that looks like. On the illustration here, I ran using the Power Select Builder with $100,000. I apologize for the small print. And I selected 25% in the S&P 500, the Merrill Lynch strategy, the AllianceBernstein, and the dimensional funds. And we see over the last 30 years, we have a 10.49% opportunity over what we saw in comparison with the range of outcomes of 6.91. So anywhere between that range, 6.91 to 10.49, we can potentially get greater opportunity for returns in an index annuity sale, and possibly be able to maybe take that ticket that they're interested in of that fixed annuity sale. Let's say if it's a $200,000 ticket, and we can maybe encourage them to place $100,000 in that fixed annuity and the other $100,000 in the Power Select Builder or Power FI Protector. So again, this helps identify the range of outcomes that could potentially give them more opportunity. But remember, past performance in the underlying index does not guarantee future results. We just know that we've got the opportunity for upside potential, more upside potential than we've had in versus a MYGA. Now let's transition to just to give you a brief overview on going back to the PowerPoint slides. What are our more choices to help grow assets? I mentioned we do have the S&P, and then we also have the Russell 2000, but the four that we allocated to were the AllianceBernstein All Market Index, Dimensional US Foundations Index, Merrill Lynch, and PIMCO. Keep in mind too, we at Corebridge have a strong renewal rate integrity. So this is worthy of mentioning. Overall, 97% of the time, our renewal rates were better, the same, or not less than half a point from the initial rates. So wanted to make sure that you knew that we do, when we start out with an 11% rate cap on our Power Select Builder on the S&P 500, more than likely 97% of the chance the renewal rates are going to be better, the same, or not less than a half a point off from that new business rate. So please make note of that. Let's talk a little bit about our second idea there on our value-added FIA toolkit, utilizing fixed index annuities for portfolio construction. Want to encourage you to consider using the fixed index annuities as a unique asset class, that could combine growth potential, principal protection, and lifetime income. And the sales idea here is, again, on our annuity playbook. Let me go back and demonstrate where that might be here. It's here, the new 60/40 decision tree sales idea. So if you click on it, you're going to see just what we're seeing here on the slide here. In this hypothetical example, we highlight the potential benefits of a split allocation between stocks, bonds, and fixed index annuities. Rather than putting 60% in stocks and 40% bonds, we're encouraging the client to allocate 60% in stocks, 20% in bonds, and the remaining 20% in an index annuity. So this $200,000 allocation of the $1 million on the index annuity would be subject to no fees if we were just to choose an accumulation product. And we could, again, provide that client upside opportunity for higher returns than bonds based on the index-based performance, more guarantees such as beneficiary protection and principal protection, also guaranteed lifetime income option for an additional price or fee of 1.1%. They can add an income rider, and more diversification and protection against interest rate risk compared to fixed income instruments whose prices decline in rising rates environments. So this is a great sales piece to note for that may be a great way to take that managed money strategy and split that fixed income bonds with the FIA product. What that will do, more importantly, it has the advantages over many traditional bonds in today's market. you know, index annuities offer the growth potential based on performance of specific indices, as we said, subject to, you know, the contract provisions, right? The par rate or the cap rate. But all in all, we've got more growth potential with the index annuities. We're more diversified in the strategies. We've got the huge power of tax deferral, principal protection against market loss. You know, granted, bonds can be protected if the principal could be mature at par if it's held to maturity, but prior to that, if it's called, if the bond is called, then it risks loss of some potential principal. But then you got beneficiary protection and guaranteed income for life. Again, great benefits that you offer that we can get you in the index annuity. And then don't forget the power of zero and the term resets. Power of zero, knowing that regardless of what the market does, it declines. Your contract value will never be less than the principal that was initially invested, or the earnings that it had accumulated with the interest earned. And then, of course, the term reset at the end of the index interest accounts term, either a 1-year or 2-year strategy. The index cost basis is reset to equal the index opening value the next trading day. So you'll never start, your interest earned will never be less than zero. And of course, it will grow always. You don't have to worry about making up for the past year's losses in the index value. Next, I'd like to share with you another value-added piece in our annuity fixed index annuities toolkit. Under Income Savvy, you're going to see a number of client-approved material. Under Help Manage Inflation in Retirement is what I'd like to point out. This is a great white paper that emphasizes the reality of inflation and how it eats away our purchasing power. It goes into and shares an example of a retiree with a pension back in the year 2000. By 20 years later, in 2020, his pension would only be worth, purchasing power would be worth $13,000. But that was in a time of average inflation, I would say around 2.5%, the most 3%. But in cases of hyperinflation, which is what we're experiencing today, it compares this to a pension earner back in 1970 who received $20,000. But 20 years later, the purchasing power was $6,000. So the biggest challenge is when it comes to planning, there's no retiree that knows in advance how much inflation will affect the cost of maintaining their lifestyle. 10 years from now, 15, 20, 25 years from now. We just don't really know. We know that we have inflation today, but what will it do to our purchasing power 20 plus years? It's a big question mark. But what this white paper encourages, it says, how do we hedge against inflation? And by the way, this white paper is written by Dr. Finke and Dr. Pfau. It says accepting investment risk has historically provided higher returns needed to outpace inflation over the long run. The problem with that is that our retirees are older. They're not wanting more investment risk, right? They're not feeling comfortable. They're wanting less investment risk. Well, the only way we could manage that is that a retiree can help feel more confident about investing is they have a portion of their portfolio in an annuity with a lifetime income benefit that will protect a portion of their spending no matter how the markets perform. This is an opportunity to share this white paper, real easy read, to show them how, hey, the annuity is income insurance. And this will allow you to preserve your long-term purchasing power and maintain a balance of your investment portfolio. And of course, eventually protecting your future spending needs. It also points out that as a client, you want to look for an annuity with a lifetime income benefit that either offers high withdrawal rates or is designed to deliver rising income. There are many carriers out there to choose from, but just remember Corebridge, AIG, we're here and we provide you with some strong solutions, and I'll summarize a couple at the end of this presentation. But more importantly, with the higher an annuity withdrawal rate, the less the overall investment portfolio needs to be positioned in the annuity to generate the desired annual income amount. So we have a unique rider also on our direct side called the Power 10 Protector Lifetime Income Max, which offers a higher payout at 8% at age 65, 8.5% at age 70, and 9% at age 75. All that being said, it does have a high payout over the early years of retirement, often called the go-go years of retirement, when clients are the most active in their initial decade and a half, from 65 to 70 to 75. That's called their go-go years, or more active years, where they're spending the most. And then in their later years, their slow go and no-go years, when the contract value runs out on our Power 10 Protector Max Income, we then lower the income payout to a 5% for life. So that's a unique benefit we offer. But more importantly, this white paper will help clients identify why they need an index annuity with an income rider to help them hedge against inflation risk in retirement. Next value added piece that we have is in our playbook here. Let me share this with you. Is enhancing retirement satisfaction. Enhancing retirement satisfaction. And once I go to this, it's going to look like this. It's again another white paper, client approved, from Dr. Finke, Dr. Fowl. Another great piece to share. How exploring the strategic use of annuities in retirement and income portfolio construction. Just remember, none of us know how long our retirement will last, right? The problem is that clients have a hard time seeing into the future. And the challenge is that the prospect lives in fear. They feel that if they live too long, they need to keep their entire principal intact. And then, of course, they never really get to enjoy spending their savings and end up passing on their savings to their heirs. And so with that, there's a huge lack of retirement satisfaction when clients do not own an annuity. This is then identified here, where we see the fear of depleting savings can be a psychological barrier to getting the most out of retirement. And how to prevent that? Well, once again, the best thing to do, we see this white paper says increasing in fund spending with guaranteed income greater than $10,000. We see that the amount of the enjoyment and retirement increases. Their actual health is, they take better care of their health as well, because they spend money on doctors as well, just so that they can enjoy retirement. And so here, according to the analysis, retirees who spend more on fun, leisure categories are more likely to be very satisfied with their retirement at all ages, and more healthier as well. And that's just at least guaranteeing at least $10,000 in additional income beyond their Social Security. They're more satisfied with retirement. Just imagine guaranteeing them more than $10,000 with our very competitive benefits. And then finally, how do we get them more income for life? Well, here's a number of tools that we have with our our fixed index annuity toolkit. We can go into share with them the income planning worksheet. I'll share with that with you in a moment. We can help them identify Social Security traps of paying taxes on it. Give them a good reading on tax smart strategies for retirement. Help them get the most out of Social Security. We have a benefit estimator website. We have too many tools to mention, but that entire income planning worksheet, this is a great online worksheet that allows you to input their housing, their utilities, everything that they need to show how much they're spending, their essential needs and their discretionary needs, and it solves to see how much. Then it solves to see how much in guaranteed income they have, Social Security, pensions, or annuities, and what their gaps are. As well as how much is their income reliability ratio providing them. In other words, how much retirement income security do they have in their overall portfolio? More and more clients that don't own an annuity, they're way down here, below 50%. But with an annuity, using this retirement income worksheet, we can get them up here in the high 80s and 90s and 100%. So make sure to leverage that piece as well. Just to do a brief overview on product, we're providing more income for life with both of our benefits, Lifetime Income Plus Flex Rider and the Lifetime Income Plus Multiplier Flex. That's available on the Power Select Plus Income. We also have the Power Select Builder accumulation product and the Power Select Builder 8, which is offers a 10% premium bonus. It's an accumulation product and has no annual fee. The only thing that has a fee is the Income Rider, 1.1% fee. And again, it has the choices of 2 income riders. The Lifetime Income Plus Flex provides a guaranteed growth of a 9% roll-up up until the time the income is activated. So whether the client defers it for 5 or 10 or 15, 20 years, we're going to roll that up at 9%, simple interest. You could see here, 9% simple on 100,000 by 65, buying it at 65 and turning it on at 75. You've got 190,000, 10 years. But again, that 9% will continue to grow if the income wasn't activated at the 10th year mark. It's just showing you an example. How high of an income payouts do we offer? Well, at 65, look at this, a 6.8% payout. At 70, a 7.25% payout. The joint life income is going to be based on the youngest of the two, and this is going to be 50 basis points less. Separately, we have a rising income story, similar to what was talked about in the Manage Inflation white paper by Dr. Finke, Dr. Fowl. Before rider activation, we double the interest earned on the income base for an accumulation, and then after the rider is activated, we're going to match the interest earned for a rising income opportunity once the income is activated. Those payouts are slightly lower. At 65, 6.2, 70, 6.65. But as you can see, there's a lot of upside potential. Here we have a 65-year-old starting out with $100,000 with 6.2%, 6,200. Well, over time, as he's turned on income, his income has a potential to rise. So in 15 years, it's already risen to $11,978. And at that time, it levels out because once the contract value goes to 0, we level out the income thereafter. And then don't forget our enhanced income benefit rider for all states except California. If your client is confined to a qualified facility such as a nursing home for 90 days, 2 years after the contract is purchased, they can have a double payout of their lifetime income for the most of 5 years, or until the contract value reaches zero and then goes back to the original last income payment that the GMWB was set at. Just to sum up here, this is where you can go and get our product materials. The corebridgefinancial.com/MSG, corebridgefinancial.com and /MSG. And then last but not least, I wanted to share with you our incentive to do more business with Corebridge is our new Elite Producer Compensation Program. I know IAMS has a number of incentives for referrals, for doing large cases and a number of cases. We too also have, once you've done $1 million of business with us, you now over the hurdle, and anything over $1 million to $3 million, you'll get an additional 50 basis points commission. Anything over 3 million to 5 million, you get 75 basis points. Above 5 million, you'll get 125. Above 10 million, you get 150 basis points in addition to your level compensation. So good opportunity there to do more business with Corebridge Financial AIG. And again, don't forget to leverage the opportunity to on our playbook here, the AIG.com/annuity playbook, showing the programs and resources. Got multiple calculators. Again, remember the range of outcomes calculator, the opportunity to get more interest in a fixed annuity, using the opportunity with an index annuity, a 5-year index annuity, 7, 8, or 10-year index annuity for that matter. Also our key tax savvy and Social Security savvy websites and calculators as well. And then just for my contact information, so that you have it, we're dedicated to you, myself, Terike Novak, and Andrew Franklin. This is our contact information. Justin, I'd like to hand it back over to you now, or answer any questions anyone might.
Thank you, Terike. Thank you so much. I think in a good way, my kids thought I was on YouTube the other day. After hours on my computer, they realized I was going through your site. This is everything to expect and more from a behemoth in the industry when it comes to annuities. You guys have done a great job with these tools. Ones that have caught my attention on that, right now, we all got a lot of interest when it came to the fixed interest rates on multi-year guaranteed or MIGA contracts going up towards the end of last year. It seemed like it was changing every day, kind of forced us to change how we send out even our rate sheet to update those. Now I'm having more conversations with producers over the phone of, well, the local banks are paying a similar rate, or their brokerage or core accounts. I mean, even my investment account at the brokerage I go through raised the money market account and the core account into the 4s, and that's not the lowest I've seen. So it's important we look at these now when it comes to an annuity and ask ourselves a couple questions, because now may be the time to start considering allocating more into the FIA, the shorter term fixed indexed annuities. You guys have a great 5-year. One of the questions I would have is, in 3 or 5 years, are interest rates going to be greater than that multi-year guaranteed annuity that we're looking at today? So kind of top rates that I'm seeing out there as high as with non-rated companies on a 5-year, maybe 5.65, but anybody that you'd be comfortable placing money with, maybe 5.3. Our rate's going to be this high. In my 23 years, and Terike, you probably speak to this too, I have not seen them going, and I don't know what that projection is. In the index product, that range of outcome, what I like about what you showed there is that shows true value when it comes to, I think the average you had up on the screen was like 5 or 6.3 or 6.5 for the 5-year on the S&P, and those are real results. And I mean, you're kind enough to show this S&P results. It's not just AIG annuities. This is looking at one crediting strategy, one option. Obviously, American General has a really strong 5-year good rate, but look at that, 6.5 or 6.5 at least consider splitting the ticket. What may happen? How are we using the money? The other thing that you may be running into as well is, where's the money coming from now? A lot of clients that had money in the bond fund, that 40% of their portfolio out of the 60-40 may have been in bond funds or bonds. Interest rates and the inverse relationship with bonds, where are you going to go right now? A lot of people are shifting that portion of money, or at least a portion, to shift the risk to companies like AIG, because I'm pretty sure that you know a thing or two about bonds. And at the end of the day, it's contractually guaranteed. You get a company as large as American General, any claims paying ability of the insurance company. It's no wonder why people are saying, even at a 0% return, where I was at with my money before, the index annuity can be a great option, but you don't have to settle for it. These are really good numbers. I appreciate you sharing that. I plan on working with that a little bit more, but I've had conversations where this could be very helpful, and we've already integrated it with several producers I've worked with. So thank you for your help, because how do you educate the client to understand the differences? And this tool can really be something of help that allows them to see it a little clearer. On the income, you guys arguably are at the top of your income rider, any reporting systems we run. As part of the Secure Retirement Act, many may have forgotten or have started to see it, one of the two. Take a look at your ERISA account statements. So clients that have 401ks, any type of ERISA type of plan, on the 401k statement, they're now required to show a hypothetical of what that lump sum illusion that Terike was talking about, that psychological need to protect your lump sum all the way up until you pass. What would that look like, your 401k? What does it look like when it turns into pension-like income? And so on the bottom of those statements, I've checked my own from a company I worked for and several others. You'll see it on there. They're showing essentially annuitization rates. And from what I've been seeing, even with immediate annuity rates being up, the income benefit riders, particularly with American General, oftentimes beat or even beat at the increasing income level the payment from the SPIA. So clients are starting to see this, and the hope is that they'll look at the statement and look at more of that of, what do I need to retire? Not a lump sum, but how much per month? And that's going to just bring more awareness to annuities, but definitely consider those income riders when you're comparing anything like that on a statement. Just to give them an example, you have more control with the index product with an income benefit rider. And to Terike's point, you can do the increasing income. One other thing, and my excitement, Terike, I'll back off and we'll do our questions here. Consider splitting those riders too. I had worked several cases where we took AIG product and we put 100,000 as an example into level income and 100,000 into the same product, but we selected increasing income. That's the plan. So that way we've got a portion that's fixed and we've got a portion that has the opportunity to ratchet up each year. Could be an option as well, depending on the client situation and what their expense scenario looks like. So I'm going to go through here. I really appreciate everybody attending. Ask a couple polling questions so we can get information out to you here, and you'll see something on the screen here, and I'll read the question if you wouldn't mind answering for a moment, and I'll leave the poll open. This way we can get you everything when we do our follow-up and get questions answered for you. Those of you that are interested in contracting with or licensing with American General, we can get you into all their tools, have access to their products. Of course, if you're not already with IAMS, if you indicate that, we'll just email out to you the approval link to set up through IAMS, and you just approve that, and we'll get you set up, and then loop back around with you and get you onto the website, help you with everything here that Terike is going through. And there is a lot more on the site, isn't there, Terike, than what you were able to go through today, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's baffling and positive in the case, and you guys have it organized really well. But good company, products are great, but I love it when we have resources too that can help. Especially I studied underneath Wade Fowle with the American College for my RICP, and very sharp individuals coming out of this, leaders within retirement income. Great to see you guys partnering with them too. Thank you for that poll. I'm going to close that one here, and we'll go on to the next one, which would be our upcoming, for those of you that have not reserved a seat or put an application in to attend one of our upcoming academies, like the June 7th, 8th, and 9th, we've got one coming up, I believe, in August. If you have interest in attending any of those academies throughout the year, definitely put your name in the hat, if you will, or register, because you want to do that via our website. But if you'd like to from here, and you don't have to go to the website, we'll just send you the registration link, get you all registered for that and qualified. So we'll get those collected here. Appreciate that. And very good. We'll close that poll. And our final poll for the day. They generalized it here, but if you would like access to, I'll just make this a bigger question. If you'd like access to any of the resources that Terike discussed today, and to include, if you have a case that this jogged your memory on, or you have a situation where this could be perfect for a client, you just want to walk through it and collaborate with the sales director here, or have a design put together, or do some shopping of income benefit riders or fixed annuities or income annuities, let us know. So if you have interest in any of the tools here and access, definitely indicate that, and we'll make sure we get over to you the portal and all the access links. And if you do have an opportunity with a client, let us know on there, or indicate yes as well. And when we talk, we can get that taken care of. So appreciate everyone's attendance today. Have a great weekend. And Terike, as always, excited about what you guys are going to come up with next. And thank you so much for being partners with all of our advisor partners out there. And thank everyone here that is partnering with IAMS and attending and has interest in us. If you like these webinars and they're a benefit to you, take a look at our YouTube page. You can access that through IAMS's website, iamsinc.com, or you can go straight to YouTube. If you're familiar with searching on YouTube, type in Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Every event that we host, webinars, multiple throughout the week, we post those on our YouTube page. So you can simply go in there and search Stretch IRAs, and it'll pull it up. Or in this case, Indexed Annuities, it'll pull up this webinar. So hope everybody had a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Terike, for your time. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.